And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the self-developed YouTube channel. You beautiful people, comment below hashtag self-developed army and let's get into this video. So guys, in today's video I titled it, or believe I titled it, before getting into a relationship, do this one thing. Alright guys, watch this video. And this one thing, straight to it, is get yourself right with God first. Now here's what I mean before that freaks some of you out or makes some of you guys uncomfortable. This simply means, it means exactly what I said it means, but it means getting your life in order first. Have you guys ever heard that, right? When a girl says, when your mom says, particularly it's women, right? And it's very interesting how it's women because they can feel this. When they say you got to get your life in order, that means really you got to be on purpose. You got to be on your mission. You have to really be right with God first, right? And when you guys are right with God, right, that word is just yourself, your hierarchy, where you're going, your lineage, your purpose, vertically, movement, momentum, right? Whatever name you guys want to give this, your mission, you're on track. Your life is together. Now, believe it or not, whether or not it is superficially together, meaning you have all the funds, the success, that comes secondary, right? And I know this is not easy, guys, because I would argue a lot of times when you're pursuing your mission, right, which is what's authentic to you, your passions, right? Your passions really choosing you. You understand? What it is that excites you, what it is that is your calling. A lot of times, initially, it is turbulent. Finances probably won't be crazy. Now, I'm not saying quit your job and just completely, go find your mission and pursue that 100%. No, guys, it's a slow process. Don't think that I just started my YouTube channel, my self-developed purpose, just in one go. No, I had multiple jobs. I failed multiple businesses. This took me multiple years. But that's okay. I was still on purpose from the get-go. From around 18 years old, this is exactly when I could feel this impetus of purpose, this connection, you understand? And it first started with a fitness business. It then evolved to what it is now over the span of like 4 to 5 years. But that is what's most important. And the reason I say do that before getting into a relationship is because if you do not have that purpose, that structure, that foundation, not only are you lost, but your girlfriend will be lost. There is no lineage. The reason I said hierarchy, guys, you have to understand this, okay? Men work vertically. Make no mistake, and write this shit down. Men do not work horizontally, okay? Don't let anyone tell you that. Women are going to tell you this, and our society will tell you this because our society is pretty much a gynocentric society. It's a very women-heavy society, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I'm not saying women are wrong or they're evil or bad. Not at all. But when things are out of balance, out of order, then there's chaos. You understand? So men move upwards, hierarchy, lineage, and at the pinnacle of this is your mission, right? So that's kind of where I'm going with this. Now, moving down the lineage, this is where you will have yourself and then your girlfriend, your family. And that's not because men are inherently better than women. No, better itself is a very loaded term. What does that mean? We're better at different things, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to responsibility, this is on man's shoulders. This is evident. Men take on the burden of responsibility. A lot of people will get angry and say, David, you're not allowed to say that, men are better in certain realms than women. And it's not so much that we're better, it's that we take more responsibility. And with more responsibility comes more power, right? Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So the reason men are eligible or able to lead families or societies or your girlfriend, whatever it may be, and the reason we always have since the dawn of time, despite what our society tells you now, is because men take on that responsibility. Men take on that responsibility from their mission above. Are you guys beginning to see the lineage, the hierarchy, right? Do not get into a relationship if you are not first right with God. If you do not know what is above you in your hierarchy, then you have no eligibility to take on anything below you. And by below, it doesn't mean that they are worse than you or, they're bad. No, but it means you take on more responsibility. All right, let me give you an example. If you have a family or have been in a family and something goes to shits, at the end of the day, who do you guys look up to? Your dad, right? He's the one that's going to fix the issue. You understand? Who has the final say in moving houses or any big decision? I would hope it would be your father. Now, most times, and especially today's age, it's not your father because society, our government is doing everything they possibly can to castrate and remove the father completely, right, guys? This has all been part of a big plot to emasculate men, completely ditch the father, remove him, so the government can then come into place and be the new father, right? Because when you have no father, then your daddy's government. Make no mistake, okay? So that's really it, guys, in a nutshell. I know I look kind of tired. I'm sorry. I'm kind of going through some stuff at the moment, as we all are. But as long as your hierarchy and your mission is number one, you'll be okay. bringing it back full circle, when I spoke of the finances thing, let's say, right? Guys, when you're on mission, on purpose, you have your hierarchy, I need to make it very clear that essence, because it's an essence, right? The materialistic stuff will always come afterwards, right? That will fluctuate, right? And this is why they say build the kingdom within. That's a Jesus quote. Build the kingdom within, not without, because externally, shit can leave in a second, right? Now, initially, when you're building up your purpose, it can be scarce, right? There's not a lot of abundance. Kind of like Noah's Ark, right? You're building something, and you know, supposedly there's this storm coming, right, that you're getting ready for. Let's say a bunch of abundance is coming, but you don't have it yet, and you don't see it yet, and everyone around you is kind of making fun of you, like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're going to be A, B, C, D. You want to do X, Y, Z. It's not going to happen. You just got to keep going. And if you were on purpose, then you were on the right track. I guarantee you that. I started my YouTube channel, this is a bit of a side tangent, I started my YouTube channel at 18 years old, and it only started popping 4 years later. It was on the 4th year, or after 4 years, so on the 5th year, when I turned 22, that I got a viral video. 4 fucking years, probably 600 videos, I don't know how many thousands of hours I put in, and I had not made a cent in that whole time. But because I could feel that I was on purpose, I was in the lineage with God above me, my mission, proper hierarchy, proper order, I actually got into a relationship. I actually did very well with women the entire time, but I got into a relationship pretty early on, right, at around 19 years old, and she stuck with me throughout the entire time, right? Now, it's kind of rocky right now. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I have no clue where her and I are at this moment. But that's not the point. The point is, guys, is that she was there the entire time, and I was dead fucking broke. She didn't stay, or women don't stay because of your finances, right? Despite what most people will tell you. Now, that is a massive indicator towards a strong purpose, but finances in and of itself, or in fact, anything materialistic in and of itself without this essence or proper hierarchy is useless, right? It's useless. If you are not serving God, then there is absolutely nothing your girlfriend or potential wife or family can do for you, because you are their God. Do you understand? And when I speak of these ideas, because again, we live in such a feminized society, it sounds so, I guess you could say misogynistic, or, I don't know, just backwards, right? And again, guys, make no mistake, this has been a plot to emasculate men. This is why content like this that I make is probably one of the most important genres of content any man or individual can make at this particular time in the world. In about 5 years' time, I don't think there will be man. The way the world is going now, there will be no man. And the reason that's scary is because our society and world needs man. But it won't be you and I. It'll be a corrupt man who has much more power over you. But it'll be too late at that point. You know, the time of demonizing men is coming to an end. We're returning. Because we have done, and I say we, I haven't done shit. I mean, realistically, I'm 24, I haven't done shit. Men above me have built everything. The reason you and I have all the fruits of their labor, right? I guess you could say our labor, but their labor. The camera I'm speaking to, the iPhone I am talking to, the mic, the condo, the food, the clothing, has all been a byproduct of man. So it's time men start gaining the respect that they deserve. And it's time for us to start bringing back in man into the equation. And I'm telling you, for you to be a man, which you are, it is to have this hierarchy and this mission. And through that, and only through that, can you then move downwards. Can you embark with a girlfriend, wife, and then family. But do not get into a relationship, mark my words, if you do not have this grounding, this purpose, this lineage, this hierarchy. This is why I've said this so many times on my channel. You know, when I first started saying this years back, I knew what it meant, but I didn't really know why. You understand? And now, fast forward 2 years, I realize, I can see tangibly, I could feel it before, but now it makes so much sense of why that is so important, guys. If you have that base, and let's say you've been with a girlfriend who you've been able to lead, you've both been able to build a family or a lineage together, right? Doing God's work. If, let's say, hypothetically, she leaves, it doesn't work, you lose nothing. I really mean that. You lose absolutely nothing. Granted, you don't have kids or anything like that. If you do, that's a complete different topic and story. But this is why first you want to make sure you're in a relationship for at least 3 to 5 years before really embarking on to bringing more people into that lineage. You understand? What is above you is always number one. Why? Because that will never change. Women will come and go. You guys have all heard this. Women or anything below you will come and go. Lineage hierarchy above you will never change. God will never change. Does not fucking change. Your purpose and mission does not change. Sure, it may look a little different on paper, but the sentiment itself is the same. The sentiment or the impetus I had at 15, right? That's when I first had the calling to do exactly what I'm doing here. I'm almost 25. This is like a decade later. It has not changed. It's looked different, but it has not changed. And it will never change. That's what you need, number one. Once you have that, you're able to bring on people to the business. You understand? And so guys, that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know the energy was a little bit lower. We're all just growing guys and, doing our part. We go through days that are, mediocre, meh, but they ultimately come back to the purpose, which is always number one. So thank you guys for watching. If you all enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll finish it here on the final plugs. If you guys want to work with me, you know what's up. We have one-on-one coaching. Spots are open. We have group coaching. Come check the workshop of May coming up, guys, in a couple weeks' time. 4 1-hour live stream calls with myself, a small group of men, cheaper than one-on-one coaching. And finally, the cheapest option is our course, guys. Over 3 hours long, passive, improves every area of your fitness, nutrition, intermittent fasting, no-fap, meditation, increasing masculinity, finding your passions, turning them into a business, and then improving the relationships around you guys, all right? Go download the free half-an-hour version below to get a teaser, and I'll finish it there. You guys can support Edge, coupon code Hammond. Come on, y'all. You guys know the flex. We got that green tank. Also, yes, my hair is getting a bit longer. I believe I'm growing it back out, so that's why it looks a little shaggy and messy at the moment. I was going to get it lined up and buzzed today, but I think I'm changing it. I mean, we'll find out in the next couple of videos, what I decide. With that, guys, have an amazing day. I love you all. Apply the information here. Get right with God first, mission hierarchy, and then you are eligible to take on other individuals into that frame. Okay, guys? Because they'll change. Mark my words. Relationships will come and go. But if you have what's above you correct, the right one will eventually come and she'll stick. Because it was never about you or her. It was about the one above. Thank you guys. Till then, much love. Peace.